so it came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest of heroes, a small child unwillingly thrust into the workforce. One disaster after another had been diverted due to her diligent and cunning decision-making. With the kingdom on the verge of knowing everlasting peace and prosperity, our hero could finally rest their weary head, but only after one more critical decision was to be made. A decision of great weight, a decision of immense importance, a decision that could possibly kill hundreds, even thousands of people. Oh my God, you've made the wrong choice. You didn't think things through. You've doomed us all. Everything's on fire now. We're all covered in fire. How could you have done this to us?
Lil!
What? Oh, Dad, I must have been having a nightmare.
It's over now, sweetie. But since you're awake, I think it's time you and I had the talk.
Out of one nightmare and into another.
Sweetie, there comes a time in every young person's life
Well, Dad, you don't have to do this.
when they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he places a bet on the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Aw, Dad, do I have to? Today was the day I was going to start off on a grand adventure with my friends. I want to sail the open sea. I want to fight ogres. I want to throw rocks at things.
You think I didn't want to throw rocks at things when I was your age? But I had a duty. I had a responsibility. I had to work at the guard shed while my dad placed a bet at the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Did he ever win anything?
Do you think we'd be stuck here if he did?
But I'm 12. Won't we get in trouble?
Not if we don't get caught. Come on, I'll show you how to handle anything that comes up. Ready for me to very quickly show you how everything works?
Oh, good. Everyone loves a tutorial.
No time for a full rundown, so I'll sum it up like this. The key thing to remember when being a castle guardsman is...
Dad, someone's coming. What do we do?
Okay. I guess the best way to learn is by doing. Let's just hope there's someone completely plain and boring. Ah! Good morning, Mrs. Abernathy. How's your day today?
Plain and boring, as always.
Bingo! Would you mind if Lil looks after you?
Oh, not at all. It's always a pleasure to see your daughter, Shamish.
It's Hamish.
What is?
Never mind. Now, Lil, when a visitor approaches the guard...
I'd like to state my business. I bring a basket of baked goods to my son and his family once a week. Oh.
After they state their business, it's pretty much your call what to do next. You can select them and interrogate them. There's tools, the phone there on the wall. You only get 3 action points. You get it.
Not really. What do we need tools for?
You can pick one and it does something. Come on, Lil. I've really got to speed this along. The Goblin Ball game is about to start.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you?
Oh, no, not at all, dear. I don't mind helping out.
But the princess is whirligigging the ceremonial for slingshot.
She is? Sweet jumping jitters, we gotta get to that game. Let's wrap this up, dear. Seamus, tell the girl what to do.
The name is Hamish.
No, it's Mrs. Abernathy.
Didn't we cover this? That's your inventory bag. Were you looking in your bag for something to use? I already told you. Selecting the person means you interrogate them, and
Sometimes.
sometimes using a tool will do the job better. Or the phone, or it's a combination of things. I don't know. You can spend all 3 action points just interrogating them for all I care. Feeling stuck? This phone is for calling the royal advisors and asking for their help, but all they'll really give you is their opinion. You can get a hold of Lieutenant Stryker, Captain of the Guards, and technically our boss.
Hello, who's there?
Or First Councilwoman Ash, the head bureaucrat of the Sprawl, with a real mind for politics.
This is Councilwoman Ash. Hello? Hello, is somebody there?
And finally, the royal jester Malcolm, chaos personified in human form.
Hello, you've reached Malcolm. Please leave a message after the goose honk. Hey, where'd the goose go? Well, chase after it, for goodness sake!
Each call costs an action point. Our tools. If you want to use a tool, you have to make sure it has a crystal to charge it. Here, I'll show you. I'll add today's crystals to the tools that don't have any. That way I have a well-rounded arsenal.
Why did the other tools already have crystals in them?
I carried them over from previous days. Any other questions?
Why does a bullwhip need to be powered by crystals?
No more questions. No humming. This X-ray scanner can see through most types of clothing, flesh, and bone. It uses low-grade radiation. Do not use on trolls. Truth spray. You spray it, and they tell the truth. Honestly, that's what it does. You can use this decoder ring to decode things. Not exactly sure how it works. The instructions were written in some kind of code. It's a metal detector. You figure it out. You use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision to let someone in. Now you can choose to use the Wicked 3000 at any point during a turn. But sometimes it's better to use up all 3 action points to find out everything you can, by any means necessary.
Sometimes?
Yeah, and sometimes people are in a really big... Sorry, I don't have...
Great job, Lil. Your mother would be so proud to see you now. After my delivery, I'm off to watch the big game. Got my grandson's inheritance riding on a tip that the Stapleford Snughorns are gonna win it today.
Here's a tip. Never lend Mrs. Abernathy money to bet with.
Let's hurry along to the game. We don't want to be late, do we, Hamish?
My name is Shamish. No, wait, it's not. Oh, I better go. Time to put on your big kid pants. You can do this.
More like I'm being forced to do this.
It's only for today, I swear. Come meet me in the tavern when the shift is over. Good luck.
Good luck with your illegal gambling.
I don't need luck.
Believe me, he does.
Okay, Lil, you got this.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gate-minder. I am Tyrone. I have been summoned to deliver the keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom tonight, hosted by the Mages Guild. Will you require...
I'm so glad you called. Frankly, I was worried you guardsmen never followed the writ due to illiteracy. Admit the mage, and my people will escort him to the venue.
The House of Thanatos, and indeed the entire Mages Guild, thank you, young guardian. You will go far.
Good afternoon. I am here to pick up my 2 kids from the no-good, stingy lowlife of a father who happens to be my lying, cheating lowlife of an ex-husband, Orlando. His address is there on this incomprehensible, illegible letter my kids sent me. Believe me.
I don't know how to tell you this, but there's more to this letter than meets the eye. There's a hidden message written here. It says, "Come, son, mommy, Kelly is Nightmare." Does that make sense to you?
Oh my God! My boys don't know how to spell! But also that thing about Kelly being the worst! Thanks! Don't worry, Polyphemus, Orlando Jr. Mama's coming for you!
Good luck!
Bloody blazing blasted hell is the hold-up. Why have we stopped, whelp?
Well, sir, the guard...
Silence! Speak when spoken to, or you'll get the whip, whelp!
Yes, sir.
Now, you, child, let me pass.
BS?
Bank of the
Well, that... What kind of business do you have at the bank today?
I shan't be airing the details of my...
I don't think you're allowed to not...
Insolence!
But, sir, it's only...
One... At precisely 6:15 tonight, after the Bank of the Sprawl has closed for the day, I am being met by the head teller, Mr. Dung, who will be escorting me to my safety deposit box. Once inside, I have a rather sizable deposit of gold bullion being carried by my darling servant whelp. I couldn't do any of this without him, but I will never let my secret love show for the sake of my position. What on earth?
Oh, Master! I knew you cared!
What? Poppycock! It's about bloody time. Get moving.
Yes, sir.
Silence. No.
All due respect.
Don't be. And so it came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest.
It's
Did he ever? But I'm.
not if we... Okie dokie. No time for a full run. Ah! Bingo. No. Ah. After you can pick one.
Oh,
But the princess... The name is...
no, it...
You use the wick. Choosing this will end the... Now you can choose to... Yeah.
Great job. Got my grand...
Here's a tip.
Let's hurry.
My name is Shamish. No.
More like. Okay, Lil, you got.
Charmed. I have been. Will you?
What's your speech about?
Oh, my dear child. It is obvious to me that you do not possess a magical bone in your body, and my speech there.
The only one confused is you about how frightened you are of me. Stupid.
Ha! I admire your brain.
So what's this? The
Tonight, hundreds.
lesser being.
Precise.
Sounds like you have.
I knew you would listen.
Isn't infamy.
Not necessarily.
Admit.
The House of Thanatos.
Good afternoon. His address. Boy.
I don't know how to tell you this, but there's more to this letter than meets the eye. There's a hidden message written here. It says, "Come, son, mommy, Kelly is night more."
Thanks.
Good luck.
What in the...
Well, sir. Yes.
Now. Pink.
Well, that... Whoa, that's a lot of cheddar.
No, ma'am. It is gold.
Silence! Yes, it is gold, but it is legitimate. Certainly not blood gold, if that's what you were thinking.
Well, I wasn't before you... I think I'll have to take a sample of this.
Why, you greedy... Now, since you are finished rifling through my
I wonder what the stamp on these gold...
Goblin servant? How distasteful! We are desperately trying. You have my full support in denying.
It's the goblin's fault, isn't it? What about this? Let me through the gate, but I shall leave...
But, sir, the gold!
Silence!
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling.
This is Lil.
Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to...
Okay, and where exactly... She hung up.
Why, hello there. I have come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a traveler... Huh, I just got that.
Garby bunches?
Can't fault you for doing your due diligence.
He's right. Everything is in order.
I just can't wait to get in the mix and figure... Since I was a boy selling lemonade, when life literally gave me lemons, I've dreamed of maximizing profits and keeping overhead low.
That sounds like a pretty messed up childhood.
Says the unaccompanied child at the castle gate.
Touché.
See, you get it. Once I've set up shop selling, well, whatever I decide to sell, I'll be sure to give you a discount.
I look forward to buying... something.
I'm not planning to sell lemonade, but I could see a stall for, well, capes and monocles. Really tap into the opera and or vampire market. How about powders and...
I think the only people that would come to your shop would be little old ladies.
You have no idea how powerful that...
Did you hear that? This guy says he wants to corner a little old lady in the market.
You're truly deranged.
Thank you.
Can you smell that?
The trash barge? Yeah.
Not the reek of filth and decay.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of schoolchildren departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
No, you called me. I'm Lil. We spoke on the phone. I was covering for my dad at the South Gate.
Ah, of course, Lil, yes. Yes.
No.
Trust me, you will.
Who are you again?
Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological research at the Royal Academy. But you can call me B.
Gotcha. And what's so great about this
Would you like the long or short version? It's a hole in the ground where we get power crystals from.
That was short. Sweet.
I am the preeminent expert in the advanced properties of power crystals, and my research suggests we have barely scratched the surface of what these puppies can do.
Okay, but again, what does this have to do with me?
Lil, I have found how to harness the crystal's power to alter the very fabric of time. May I present the Chronometer 3000? And what I need to know from you is, do you know anyone who would be willing to go on what some might call an adventure?
Wait, what? Where am I? What just happened?
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Mark. Nice to meet you, Lil.
What's going on? Don't we... She hung...
Why, hello there. I've come to the
Let me stop you there. Your name is Grabby Blanchers, right?
Ah, I see my reputation.
This is so weird.
I'm sorry.
That's what I'm trying...
Regardless, here's...
He's right. I need to get this guy processed and get my butt back... I swear I've done...
Can you smell that?
I think...
You got it.
I need...
Oh my, were you left behind?
I need you to listen to me. Something very strange is going on. My name is Lil. Don't you remember me?
Oh, Lil from the phone call earlier.
I already told you no.
My name is
Mological research at the Royalty School for Smart People. You said
I'd prefer if you...
And this is the site where power crystals were first discovered and you used them. Then you baited me with promises of...
Wait, why am I asking you questions? For any of this to be possible, it would require the use of... Wait, where did it go?
Do you mean this?
My invention! How did you get that?
You gave it to me. Well...
And you were seduced by the glowing red button.
Can you blame me?
Yes! But it is a good button. I'm just proud of myself that your particles weren't immediately dispersed to the furthest reaches of space. That risk becomes much lower once I configure it to your... At any rate, I think the castle gate
and allow me to track their progress.
I think I get the idea, Dr. B. I have a feeling you're not using your science experiments to their full potential.
Regardless, you'll find you can't use it whenever or wherever you want. It is now calibrated, so it will only...
Alright.
Furthermore, by default, the device will automatically allow you to travel back to the start of your garden. However, I hacked it a bit so that you can... I have to leave now. There is more science to...
No pressure.
You can do that. I'm not kidding.
Maybe I should have mentioned I was only working the gate for one. It's getting pretty late.
Your dad's over there.
Hey, there she is, my hard-working, angel-faced sweetest of the sweetest daughter of mine.
You didn't win your gambling, did you?
No, but it wasn't my fault. The other team was just too good. But I didn't lose all my money. We still have left what I didn't bet, so...
That'll be 15 gold for the ale.
And now we don't have any left. Hey, Lil, did you take any bribes or pickpocket anyone today?
I got this off an old mean type of guy. He had an assistant that he just kept walloping and walloping. I don't think he likes his work.
This is perfect! Arda, a round for everybody! I'll be right back after I call my guy. Thanks again, Lil.
Wait, you'll never believe what happened. Right at the end of my shift, I got this.
Did you remember to...
What? Yes.
And turn off the light?
Yes, I did.
You gotta make sure to turn off the light.
I remember to turn off the light. Anyways, Dad, I met this professor at the dig site, and then she...
That's great, sweetie. I'm glad you liked covering for me today. But you...
Wait, no, that's...
Anytime you want to be just like Daddy...
Dad, you're not fully comprehending...
Hey, Arda, did you hear?
Oh, that's so sweet.
I have the power to manipulate time, and I demand to be taken seriously!
Okay, I understand. I can see that you're serious.
This isn't how I expected it to go.
Speaking of that, I better call my guy and make a bet on the next game. It's getting late.
Good night, Dad. Maybe someday you'll believe.
I don't need...
Whew, I'm pooped.
morning! You're listening to The Morning Crawl, the number... I'm your host, Dodger, joined as always by my co-host, the Ham, who I will remind you is a live pig. Let's jump right in and get your morning started and muse over the news. Today in the headlines, it was just announced that the heir to the throne, Princess Desdemona, has come of age and will be taking a suitor. No, I don't think Desdemona wants a pig as a husband, the Ham. But then again, neither did my ex-wife. Hell! Suitors making their way into the city expect backups and delays across all major routes this morning. Now let's get to the music. You're listening to The Morning Crawl here in the Sprawl with Dodger and the Ham.
I liked it better when it was Dodger and the Cluck, but I guess it was too hard to keep training that chicken. A note? Maybe he wants me to work a shift for him again. Or maybe he forgot to put on... Well, there's a 50-50 chance I'll get to use...
And finally, the aforementioned grading pending review will be transferred, which is, needless to say, a more
many questions.
Hey, Dad, I got your note.
I have no idea.
Due to the Bank of the Sprawl being burned to the ground as a result of your actions, any guardsman who does not receive an above 2-star rating...
But I need my job.
I'll pretend I didn't just...
You and I both know my dad has a tendency to half-ass his way through life. Tell me why he needs to whole-ass it all of a sudden and strive for anything above 2 stars.
Why, I'm glad you asked. I've been authorized to award above-average job performance with cash bonuses.
You mean if we get more 4-star results, we'll make more...
You're as quick as your father. Before I go... And with that, I'm off to tell all the other gate guards about these new rules.
Not Randy!
Which is exactly what his poor...
Oh, jeez. Randy was just 3...
Sounds like you need to start doing...
More like you need to start doing...
No, that's not exactly what I meant.
No Goblin Ball match today. I received a cryptic letter this morning saying they need me on... Looks like you're not the only one who...
Again, not what I...
It's not all bad news. I scored these off-brand discount crystals from my bookie Fredo. But he mentioned that they might only work some of the time. But I like...
Oh, Dad, you really need to talk to somebody about your gambling.
I love you too, Lil. And with that, I'm off.
No pressure.
That's my girl.
Hello, ma'am. The name is Seamus McGoblin. I've been requested to do some work in the Sprawl. Just have my supplies here with me. No...
You You have paint with you. Are you like an artist?
Me? An artist? No, Mom. I have a real job. I'm a painter. I paint things like walls and doors. An artist? Oh, you're giving me a laugh.
Yeah, my mistake. Most artists I've met are hip and cool. You definitely are not hip and cool.
That's a dreadful thing to say. I would encourage you to think about how your work...
Well, it's about time he showed up. Send him to my office toot suite and I'll set him to work. What's that? Yes,
If I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I'm being asked to paint. A note...
Mysterious letters are way more common these days.
I didn't want to say...
For my age,
How old are you?
I'm 12.
You're still see... Many thanks.
I like blue.
Then I shall paint. Thank you again. Hello, Mom. The name... Just...
Well, it's about... What's that?
You have paint?
And,
You...
I'll have... If I'm being...
Mysterious...
I didn't want...
For my... I'm...
Many thanks.
I like blue.
Then I shall... Thank you.
Hear ye, hear ye. I have come to announce to the princess... Prince Phineas, son of King... who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen Talia.
Thank you. Wow, okay, I think I got it.
Prince Phineas... The prince will be christening the newest of us...
I guess you weren't important enough to go to the big party, huh?
As a matter of fact, the prince assured me it was much more important that I travel all the way here to announce his eventual arrival.
And you bought that?
I did until just this moment.
Oh, they're starting to arrive. How wonderful.
Buttermilk.
None for me, thanks. Anyway, let them in. But for the love of... Don't let them in with that bugle. Not until I've got...
Can I see that trumpet or whatever that you...
That is my official Petrardian greeting.
I think for the sanity, I mean...
Oh, if you must. Onward to announce. If you refuse her.
Good afternoon, child. I would like to enter this bustling metropolis with the desire...
Why come all this way to buy a hat? Surely they have hats where you're from.
They do, yes. But they do not match the standard.
You seem like the type of...
Not just fancy.
This old hat of yours must have been...
Oh.
What does that mean?
Mr. Fantastic Hat.
That's the worst...
It doesn't make sense with... Your persistent inquisition has driven me to confess. I did not lose that fantastic hat.
I can only...
Heavy is...
I hope you find your hat, Mr. Fantastico.
Thank...
I have no doubt...
I come with a message for Princess Desdemona of the Sprawl, from Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. The Praetor bid me say directly to the Princess, Egtag Maya Kora una Guahatag. Grant me access to deliver this message personally, and I shall recite the Praetor's words to the Princess with honor. Hail, I killed 19 other mighty adversaries for the honor. I have brought you the head of the mightiest of these.
No, please. You keep it.
But then how will you know I am worthy?
You know what? Oh,
curious, The Praetor is attending the ballet tonight. Upon its...
Oh, so the Praetor's coming here later tonight?
Not likely. In Marvog, ballet is one of the finest blood sports in the Marvog Empire, and the bodies of fallen ballerinas are stacked high in the main square.
Oh dear God. Is there a prize for, winning the ballet?
Indeed there is. The winner is put directly into the line of succession to rule. Slaughter dozens of other would-be ballerinas with a grace and...
Sorry, what exactly was the
Praetor Kargan crafted the message person. The message is... It is marriage which will bring our two... That is the closest trend.
You speak our language very well.
It's just Marvog. Not in or right. Haha! There are many words for this, but typically we also use the phrase off.
Cool.
You have honor, little one, and shall always...
Whoa there, Lucy. Hello and salutations to you, most honorable I am the envoy of the gallant Sir Beverly, a knight of sun. I have received a very special invitation from Her Majesty Princess Des. If there's nothing else, I'm not the gallant Sir Beverly, knight of some minor renown. I'm just an envoy to plain Beverly, late-night custodian of the Goblin Ball Stadium, which is actually me. I've been watching the princess launch the ceremonial first slingshot at Goblin Ball matches for years now. Our eyes locked during one such slingshotting, and she smiled. My heart has been hers ever since that day. Uh-oh.
Sure did. Just plain Beverly.
I understand. You are being controlled. You have not seen the last of...
Hey kid, are you Lil? Show a bit of respect. If you see her, tell her I got a mysterious...
Mysterious, you say?
I'm not authorized.
That is... Does this mysterious letter have any...
Your dad is Hamish? What a good guy.
Only 3 payments?
Yeah, it's a real shame. Wait a minute, what are you doing? I really gotta catch up to my part. You had me worried there for a second. See?
Nothing weird or creepy about that. Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar. A simple girl who wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To my old life I sing au revoir.
And you are? It's Lil, and you need a good reason to be let in, but so far I'm not optimistic. Do you have any ID or anything?
I assure you that my heart is true. Must this be a whole to-do? Inside these walls my destiny awaits.
It just feels like if you... What is that?
Oh, that's just Fossy.
What's a Fossy?
Fossy is the name of my blowtorch.
That makes me a... Okay, I've had... They've got nothing else on.
I see now that you aren't my friend. My time here is about to end. You haven't seen the last of me.
You're the worst.
Whoa there! I am the on... I have... If there's... When word reached me that... Now, we are...
You
Looks can be...
I'm not. This is... Have you ever met...
Alack a day, I have... And, though it is... Steady on, Lou...
How do you know she...
In that...
Yeah. What's...
My noble...
I don't know how to say this, but...
Get our $10 now?
I understand. You are... You have not...
Shut up, Beverly.
Hey, kid. Okay, go.
Who's it from?
I'm not authorized.
That is...
You're...
Only...
Yeah. Wait a minute. What are you doing? What do you mean I can't go back in? I came here to deliver your damn mail. It's gonna take me hours to walk to the next gate. Ah,
Nothing weirder. Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar. A simple girl who wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To my old life I sing au revoir.
lie awake at night worried that my parents are right. I should have become a lawyer or a doctor, and I'll never make it in theater. Also, I've got a rap sheet as long as my arm, and I'm wanted in 7 counties. So there's that. Why, that was so strange. I seem to have blacked out for a moment. No matter.
What is that?
Oh,
What's...
Cassie is the name of my flute? Friends shouldn't take... That makes me a little...
Okay, I've had...
Ah! What was that? Why did you do that? Are you threatening me?
Not really. I just like using the tools sometimes to...
If you want to play, we can play. Let's dance this day.
Wait, are we playing or are we dancing?
Playtime is over.
So we're dancing.
Dance to this.